With all the warm, wet weather we've had this summer and last summer, fungal diseases have been a major issue in gardens in central Alberta. I'm Joe Gadbois with Greenland Garden Centre, and in this video we're going to go over how you can deal with those fungal diseases in your garden. There are a number of fungal diseases that can attack a number of perennials, trees and shrubs, and even annuals in a garden setting here in central Alberta, and I would strongly recommend that if you have a garden and you're dealing with fungal diseases, check out our website at greenlandgarden.com. Go to the helpful tips section and really familiarize yourself with the various plants that are susceptible to fungal diseases. You want to make sure that you know which plants in your garden can get which things. That said, some examples of perennials that can get things like powdery mildew would be, phlox, speedwell, cushion spurge. Within trees and shrubs, certainly roses can get things like powdery mildew, blackspot. Dogwoods can get diseases like anthracnose. So there's a long list of different things that you may have to deal with. Midsummer is really the time of year when you can start to see a lot of these fungal diseases. So in June and July, that's when you want to start applying preventative treatment. And I really stress the term preventative because once the disease is present, there's not a whole lot you can do to deal with it. I'm going to introduce you to a few products that you can use to help deal with fungal diseases on a preventative basis. This one is Safer's Defender, and it is a sulfur-based fungicide which you can buy in a ready-to-spray form, like in this case, or as a concentrate, which you can just mix with water and apply. And this is really good for diseases like powdery mildew and blackspot. But again, it has to be applied preventatively. So what you're doing is identify plants in your garden that are susceptible to those diseases, and particularly if you have plants that had powdery mildew or blackspot the previous season, this year you should be looking at applying this treatment, and you need to apply it every 7 to 10 days, starting probably around the middle of June. So if you have not already done so with your plants, it's mid-July now, start doing it, and again every 7 to 10 days. So Safer's Defender is great for powdery mildew and blackspot. Now you can also get garden sulfur in a powder form. This is something that can be powdered onto the leaves of the plant and is sometimes used to treat mildew once it's already present. But again, it's much more effective if it's actually applied as a preventative treatment. And this is something that you can also, dust your bulbs and roots with when you're planting or storing things in the fall, just to help the onset of fungal diseases as well. So that has a few uses. Last product that I'll show you is Bordo Copper spray, which comes in a powder. This is a wettable powder. So when you mix this with water, you want to make sure that you agitate your spray tank constantly while you're applying it to keep the product suspended. And this is something that's really good for things like rust. Okay, so for example, if you have juniper hawthorn rust, you can apply this to the hawthorn in the early summertime before you start seeing those red spots. This will also be effective on things like black spot on roses, so it will be effective on a number of fungal diseases. And yeah, again, it's a wettable powder, so mix it with water and just make sure that you agitate the tank constantly. A reminder, when you're applying any kind of fungicide, pesticide, etc., always follow the label directions. Read and follow those label directions. And just, I'm going to mention one more time, these fungicides are best applied as a preventative before you start to see symptoms on the plant. What it does is it leaves a shield on that leaf to help prevent it from being infected by the fungus. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please visit our website at greenlandgarden.com. Check out the helpful tips section for more information on dealing with diseases, as well as other pests, weed control, etc., and all the information you need for gardening. Also check out our other YouTube videos on our YouTube channel at Greenland Garden, and we have lots of great information there for you, so be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, and take care.